Glock 21, big old 45 caliber slugs. Let's throw some at the gong. Oh, silly me. I'm trying to hit that thing with the short barrel. I knew better than that. You'd think with all of my shooting experience I wouldn't try to pull something like that. Had the wrong barrel in. Okay. There we go. Alright, I knew better than that. Alright, now let's try the gong. Couldn't quite get them there, could I, before? That's more like it. Yeah, let's try a 2-liter. Uh-oh, I'm trying to get away. Oh yeah, Hickok45, having more fun than I should again. I'm sorry, I should know better than try to hit the gong with a short barrel pistol. It just can't be done, right? Actually, you see what I have. I have a 9-inch barrel. Let me take it out and show you. Is this cool or what? Actually, maybe I won't take it out yet. But it's a 9-inch Lone Wolf barrel. We appreciate them sending it to play with, really. An amazing piece of hardware, isn't it? It fits in just nicely, like the original barrel. You wouldn't think it would even go in there, but you know, it does. 45 ACP. You know, if you want more velocity out of your 45 Glock 21, then maybe this is what you need, right? Let's take a couple more shots with it, just for kicks. Okay, I'll file all the sorry jokes, right? You don't actually have to have one of these hit the gong, do you? If you're new, this is your first video, I'm really misleading you, huh? Let's shoot something here, oh, I don't know, any old thing. Put one on the center block. Boom! There we go. 6 o'clock hold seems to be where to hold it, which I like, so that's good. All right, basically I think it's about the same hold. I think I kind of take a 6 o'clock hold with the stock barrel. Isn't that interesting? Who would have thunk a barrel like that would even fit in a Glock and that you'd want to shoot it? I don't know. Maybe if you're hunting hogs or you want more velocity, or you just want something to target shoot with, a little bit more velocity and a longer sight radius. See, you get a longer sight radius with this barrel, don't you? No, you don't actually, right? But you do get a longer barrel. Let's get the data out on this barrel too while we're talking about it. Here's what you get with a Glock 30. I use the 30S. Barrel length 3.7 basically. And you get 790 feet per second with Winchester white box. Okay, let me open this up here. And I spent the weekend, a few hours playing with this. Got the chronograph working just great. And I ran the Glock 30. So with Winchester white box, we're getting 790 feet per second, 10 shot average. The Glock 21, there's my pencil here, yeah. You can see we're getting 816. Not a lot of difference, is it, between the Glock 30 and the Glock 21, but a little bit. And I also did the standard deviation, which some people were asking about in the other video we did, and the ES stands for extreme spread. So those figures, you know, if they're interesting to you, you know, they're on there too. This is really just kind of a snapshot and trying to get a feel for the difference. You know, if you're hunting at 700 yards with a bench rest rifle or something, a lot of these numbers mean more to you. But the main numbers I was looking at, I wanted to see the difference between the Glock 21 stock barrel, you know, which is a 4.6 inch barrel, that at 816 versus 915 with this big old long barrel. Okay, that's the difference I was interested in seeing. Got 99 feet per second more out of the long barrel versus the standard Glock 21. 12% increase. Okay, so thought that might be interesting to you. All right, so that's what you get, another 100 feet per second, at least with Winchester white box. I didn't go through a lot of different ammo. This isn't, you know, something that really needed to be all that scientific, I didn't think. But with Winchester white box, that's the difference. So if you have a yen for a barrel like this, that's the increased velocity you would get with just basic ammo. You probably get a little more difference with hot ammo, and I'll address that in a little bit. And the reason I know that is because I did the same testing with the 10 millimeter. Let's put this one aside. The 45's up there. I got all my 45 magazines and everything. Now with the 10, let me go ahead and show you, and then we'll shoot it some. Aha, look at this. Ooh, in case you couldn't read my handwriting. I'm a bit of a computer geek when it comes to spreadsheets and that kind of thing, but I try to go overboard. So here, I did two different kinds of ammo, because the 10 millimeter I think probably is maybe a little more interesting to people. With standard American Eagle, you know, regular velocity. With the Glock 29, you know, which is the small one, you know, 989, average 10 shots. The Glock 20, the big one, 1043, 10 shot average. And then you see the difference with this big long 9-inch barrel. It cranks it up another 100 feet per second. That's interesting. With standard ammo, which American Eagle is kind of standard velocity, you got the same increase, at least I did, you know, with that I got with the Winchester white box and the 45. So with, I guess you could generalize everything. With standard ammo in these guns, you're going to get another 100 feet per second, generally speaking, you know, 10% increase in that ballpark probably. Now you might do it with some different brands, or I could do it with different brands. It might be a 12% or a 9% or something, but that gives you an idea. You go from 1043 to 1143 when you go from the standard, you know, 4.6-inch barrel to this 9-inch barrel. 10% increase there. Now with warmer ammo like the Underwood. Now I think this is even some earlier Underwood ammo they sent me a couple of years ago. It may be hotter what they load now, but you know, it's warm stuff. You know, instead of 989, you got 1153 out of the Glock 29, and then with the big Glock 20, you get 1228, and then when you put the 9-inch barrel in, I got 1386, almost 1400 feet per second. So I got a 13% increase. You get 158 feet per second more with you know, the 9-inch barrel over the 4.5-inch barrel, basically. Okay, so not to get too nerdy about it, so you're going to get another 100 feet per second as far as the data, if that's interesting to you at all, generally speaking. And with hot ammo, you know, a little more. So that's what I was alluding to earlier. With the 10 millimeter with some really hot ammo, it jumps on up there another 13%. At least for me on the day I did it this weekend with my crony, and it was seeming to be working fine.